This is my review of the Fantastic Four 1967 Hanna-Barbera cartoon, which was released in 1967 and was the very first adaptation of the Fantastic Four comic books. I am a huge fan of the Hanna-Barbera and Ruby Spears cartoons. These were cartoons that aired in the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and early 90s. I saw them all for the first time in the early 90s on Cartoon Network before they got new shows like Dexter, Cow and Chicken, and Anime. And I loved all these cartoons. Still do today. I think these cartoons were awesome, and I think Fantastic Four is one of the best cartoons they've ever done. Plot wise, this cartoon, like a lot of other cartoons from the 60s and 70s and 80s, really wasn't that good. But the animation was awesome. And the action was pretty damn good too. The action sequences in this show were awesome and violent. That's one of the things I loved about the 60s. They were the 60s cartoons like Fantastic Four, Herculoid, Space Coast, Dino Boy. All these shows were violent. Most of the bad guys who appeared in these shows usually got beat up, got the crap kicked out of them, or got killed. And sadly to say, it led to that and budget issues led to the cancellation of a lot of these awesome 60s cartoons. And it sucks that, well, Fantastic Four was brought back several times, but a lot of them really weren't brought back or revamped like cartoons like He-Man and Thundercats were. But this show was awesome. Like I said earlier, the artwork and character designs were awesome. They look just like the comic books, thanks to Alex Toth and Jack Kirby, who provided these designs for the show, and who both artists have done a lot for Hanna-Barbera cartoons, Marvel cartoons, DC cartoons, and so many others. Artwork was good. The voice acting was good. Gerald Marr portrays Mr. Fantastic. Joanne Flugg portrays the Invisible Woman, aka Susan Storm. Johnny Storm. Jack Flounders portrayed the Human Torch, aka Johnny Storm. Paul Frees portrayed the Thing, aka Benjamin Grimm. Uatu the Watcher, and a lot of other voices, and Joseph Sorella portrayed Doctor Doom. There were also other awesome voices here, like Ted Cassidy, who portrayed Galactus, who's best known for Lurch in the Addams Family, and he also portrayed Meteor Man in Galaxy Trio. Henry Corden Henry Corden also did voice work for this show, who portrayed Birdman in the Birdman cartoon, and Don Mexic, who is best known for Scooby-Doo, Astro, and so many more, did voice work for this cartoon. House Smith, and another awesome voice actor, House Smith, also did voice work for this cartoon, portraying the villain, one of my favorite bad guys, the Claw. Like I said earlier, this comic, for the most part, while not being good plot-wise, tries to stay almost 90% true to the Fantastic Four's character designs, personalities, and everything. Dr. Doom, they told his personality in episode 7, one of my favorite episodes, where it all begins, and it was almost 100% close to what was in the comic book. Some of my favorite episodes include episode 7, which told the origins, where it all began, which tells the origins of the Fantastic Four. Episode 5, where they fight Claws while Johnny is on vacation. Episode 1, the very, very first episode, which is the episode where they go to a remote island and they do battle with the Mole Man and his men. The Mole Man, one of my favorite villains. And then then there was also two more episodes featuring Doctor Doom, who Doctor Doom is the greatest villain of the Fantastic Four, and is portrayed and appeared more often than the other bad guys did on the show. And he appeared in the 3 predictions of Doctor Doom, where he managed to neutralize all of the Fantastic Four, neutralize and defeat all of the Fantastic Four, with the exception of the Thing, who ultimately freed the Fantastic Four from their respective prisons and defeated Doctor Doom to save the day. The episode there was the episode with Blastar, one of their more powerful villains besides Galactus. Then there was the Super Skrull, a alien who has the same powers as them. Then there was Rama Tut, an episode where they go back to 2000 BC, where they go back in time 2000 BC. There was then my favorite episode, Galactus. My favorite episode, which was Galactus, the episode where they fought and met the Silver Surfer. They met Uatu the Watcher and did battle with Galactus. This show from beginning to end, I just recently watched it here for this review, was awesome. All right, I'm done. I can do better.